Tonight, a former San Antonio special ed teacher is accused of preying on a student. Eyewitness News reporter Vanessa Croy explains how police found out.
49-year-old Gabriel Ginithan, a former Northeast ISD teacher, was indicted by a grand jury for indecency with a child. Ginithan taught 7th and 8th grade at Lopez Middle School as a special education co-teacher from 2011 to 2018. School officials said Ginithan was put on leave after a former Lopez Middle School student, then in 9th grade, came forward with information about the alleged abuse in February of last year. Then almost 5 months later, in June of 2018, school officials tell us they fired him. And tonight, according to the State Board of Educators certification, Ginithan's certification is still listed as valid, but under review by the TEA Educator Investigations Division. Ginithan was released today on a $75,000 bond, and no word yet when a trial date will be set. Reporting in Stone Oak, Vanessa Croy, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.